Hey, thanks for being here. This is the Hobbyist, and today I'm going to be unboxing and trying out this Caran Neocolor 2. And this is their wax pastel that's also water soluble. They have the wax pastel only, and that is the Neocolor one. So just be very careful because the labeling, I think, is almost the same except for this part. So this is made in Switzerland, and it says here that it's wax pastel and it can be used for wet or dry application. And this is also kind of like an all surface pastel because you can use this in um, wood, ceramic, and stone, and it has an excellent light fastness rating. This is a set of 15 colors. They actually have 84 bright and opaque colors. So there is a warning over here. This is approved by ACMI and other standard light fastness and also non-toxic. It says that it's non-toxic as well. This tiny print at the bottom. But then there is a warning here that when you use this one, there will be respirable dust may be formed, so just be very careful. Okay, right? Let's unbox this. The case is made of a very glossy metal tin can, which attracts a lot of fingerprint marks. And then there's the label, the sticker decal that shows the actual size of Neocolor 1, 2, and the Gouache Studio cake pan. And then the tips of the pastels are protected by a soft sponge, and the size of each pastel is about 10.5 by 1 centimeter. Ta-da! Look at that! I really get so excited whenever I am unboxing something that I haven't used before. And actually, this is the first time I'm going to be using wax pastels that are water soluble. So they actually call this the Swiss Army knife of wax pastels because they can be used in most surfaces, and there are a lot of applications for this. So I've taken a quick look at their product guide, and this one, I'm surprised to find out that you can actually use this for silk screening, and you can also use this for textile, like use it on wet fabric and then heat set it with an iron. That will be interesting to test in the future. But I am using this. I'm going to use this for sketching, traveling, and I really like that they have the warm colors, the cool colors, and the neutrals, because for me that is quite important unless I'm challenging myself to use limited palette or limited color. So it's not too little, it's not so much, just enough. And this one, I read earlier that it has 84 colors, but actually checking on their website, this is available in sets of 10, 15, 30, 40, 84, and also 126 colors. So they have updated it and they have more colors. And I purchased this at Jackson's Art, and this video is not sponsored, but if you want to check it out or purchase it, I will put my affiliate link at the description box below. So coming back at Jackson's Art product page, there is this tiny link below that you can click and check out the color chart, which doesn't really provide the pigment information, but it has information on which colors are new from 84 to 126, and also which colors are available in each set, right? And in their website, we don't have to worry, even though there's no pigment information. In their website, they have assured that light fastness rating for this one is 3 to 4 stars, which is good to excellent. So we can be sure that whatever we create with this, it will last a long time, right? so let's take a quick look at the Swiss Army knife of this one, of wax pastels. It really has this crayon-like feeling, so I apologize in advance if I would sometimes say that this crayon, this crayon. So whenever that happens, just think that I'm saying crayon plus plus, because it's crayon made of wax, it's also pastel, it's also water soluble. Okay, so it has that crayon-like feeling and also texture. I was expecting for it to be, since it says it's wax pastel, to be a bit softer and waxy, but it's like a crayon basically, and which is good because you don't have to worry about them breaking in this metal tin can. And what I love about this is the wrapper. It has this nifty, I'm not going to pull it out, but this tab that you can actually peel off. It's easier to peel it off when you need to, right? So it has the barcode for each of the color. So this is violet, and you can purchase this one individually, and that's just it. Very simple. Okay, let's do the swatches. For the swatches, I'm going to test them dry and wet because that's how they are used, as crayon or pastel, and then as watercolor. So I noticed that when used dry, they feel a lot like crayons. So I'm using Canson paper here that's a bit rough. That's why you can see the texture. If you want a pastel-like look, I think you have to press harder or use more pigment. Because they are wax based, it's also quite hard to blend them using fingers. You need to apply a lot of pressure, but I think it's possible. They also appear opaque when they are dry. Now let's see how they behave when we mix them with water. When used wet, they activate so easily with water, but for me, it feels a bit different than watercolor. It feels more loose. And I'm not sure, maybe because they are using a different binder for this. I can actually see the powder or the fine pigment mixed with water as I am doing the swatches, but they are so creamy and so vibrant as well. And dry, they appear opaque, but they appear, as you can see here in the test, transparent or semi-transparent when they are wet. What I also notice in doing the swatches is that in watercolor, when the pigment is dry, it actually appears less intense. But here, as you can see, as they are drying up, they have around the same intensity as when they were dry. So this is really, really nice. But I also wonder, are they liftable? Could I re-wet them and then lift the color just like watercolors? So I waited for them to dry up and then tried to lift the colors. Probably because they are wax-based and are supposed to be permanent in most surfaces, they are heavily staining, so I struggled a lot in some of the colors, but there are colors that are easy to lift. So yeah, but it's possible in some of the colors. Now let's see the blending. They blend easily when you layer them dry. When layering wet, some of the colors need to be pushed a bit. But yes, they blend well. Also, just be very careful with the amount of layers because they could appear very muddy if there's too much colors or layers that you put over on top of each other and then wet it, just like watercolors. For this test, I'm doing a quick portrait. This is the first time I'm using a wax pastel and then wetting it, so I'm just playing with it, going with the flow. What I like about this really is that it's not messy, not like soft pastels, and I can use it dry or wet and I can carry it everywhere. The colors are vibrant and I could re-wet them, layering is possible, but then I have to work quickly. I can see myself using this in mixed media, journaling, traveling, and there's just a lot of possibilities. Oops, before I forget the cardboard label, don't throw it away because it doubles as a swatch card. Inside, there are more information about light fastness, but still no pigment information, and it can snugly fit in the box. I really enjoyed using this. I think I'm going to purchase more colors. So give it a try as well. Thanks for watching.